In the early 2000s, around 2003, Mark Wilson was a 37-year-old avid surfer from Ventura, sunny California. Surfing was his life's joy, and he'd been riding waves since his teenage years. With the sun blazing and the Pacific Ocean calling, Mark gathered his close-knit crew of surfing enthusiasts one summer day. There was Griff Wainwright, a lanky fellow always ready with a joke and up for an adventure. Tessa Langley, the vibrant soul of the group, whose laughter was infectious and spirit indomitable. Lastly, Royce Carmichael, the wise old surfer who'd been catching waves since the 80s. Together, they formed a tight-knit crew, ready to conquer any wave that dared challenge them. Their destination was the renowned Breakneck Bay, a spot known for its wild waves and, unfortunately, occasional shark sightings. It was a picturesque location, with the Pacific Highway hugging one side and rocky cliffs standing tall on the other. As they approached Breakneck Bay in Mark's weathered pickup truck, surfboards securely strapped to the roof, the salty scent of the ocean filled the air. The radio played tunes that set the mood for the day ahead, adding to the mounting excitement. They prepared their boards upon arrival, waxing them up and tightening their leashes. The waves roared, crashing against the shore in a rhythmic dance, inviting the adventurous spirits of the surfers. Griff, the pack leader, paddled out first, feeling the salty ocean spray on his face. The waves were challenging, but that's precisely what they sought. The others followed suit, each handling a mix of excitement and caution as they headed into the heart of the waves. Unbeknownst to them, that fateful day at Breakneck Bay would hold an unexpected and life-changing event. The waters concealed a secret, an evil force that would soon unleash its fury on Mark, altering the trajectory of his life in ways they could never have foreseen. The waves roared that day at Breakneck Bay, each swell reaching greater heights than the last. Mark, Griff, Tessa, and Royce were riding the waves, the thrill of the ocean coursing through their veins. Suddenly, out of the corner of his eye, Mark spotted a shadowy figure gliding beneath the surface. His heart skipped a beat as fear shot through him. A chill ran down his spine. Shark-infested waters weren't just a rumor, they were a reality. He yelled to his friends, "Shark! Clear the water!" Panic set in. Tessa paddled frantically, trying to reach the shore. Griff and Royce were close behind, their hearts racing. But fate had other plans. The water erupted as a massive shark lunged towards Mark. Teeth gnashed, and within seconds the predator clamped onto his arm, its razor-sharp teeth slicing through flesh and bone. Mark fought back, adrenaline surging. He landed powerful blows on the shark's snout, desperately trying to free himself. The struggle was intense, a life-and-death battle in the heart of the ocean. Blood tainted the water, swirling like a macabre dance. The pain was excruciating, but Mark's survival instinct kicked into high gear. Summoning every ounce of strength, he wrenched his arm free from the shark's relentless grip. The shark, momentarily stunned by the ferocity of Mark's fight, retreated into the depths. Bleeding and disoriented, Mark caught a wave to the shore where his friends anxiously awaited him. Griff and Royce quickly fashioned a tourniquet from a surfboard leash, attempting to stem the bleeding. The sight was harrowing. Mark's arm was mangled, a gruesome testament to the shark's brutal attack. Waves of pain coursed through him as he struggled to remain conscious. At that moment, their carefree surf day had transformed into a fight for life. Mark's courage had been tested in the face of nature's raw power. The shark-infested waters had claimed their victim, forever changing Mark and his friends. Tessa, tears streaming down her face, had already alerted the lifeguards. They arrived swiftly, their expertise a beacon of hope amidst the turmoil. The lifeguards acted quickly, securing Mark on a makeshift stretcher and rushing him to the waiting ambulance. In the hospital, the medical team worked tirelessly to stabilize Mark. His arm was severely damaged, and the risk of infection was high. It was a long and agonizing night as surgeons fought to save what remained of Mark's limb. His family, notified of the grave situation, rushed to his side. The surgery was a success, but Mark's recovery would be grueling. He woke up to the harsh reality of his situation, his arm heavily bandaged and immobilized. The pain was relentless, but Mark was determined. He had faced a shark in the ocean and survived. He was not about to give up now. His family, friends, and fellow surfers rallied around him, providing unwavering emotional support. Tessa, who had been there from the beginning, was a constant source of strength, holding his hand through the darkest moments. He pushed himself through every exercise, every moment of pain, with one goal in mind: to regain the use of his arm and return to the waves he loved so much. Mark's journey to recovery wasn't just physical, it was emotional and psychological too. The near-death experience had left its scars, haunting his dreams and triggering moments of intense anxiety. But Mark was resilient. He sought therapy to help him cope with the trauma and gradually found his way back to a sense of normalcy. Though forever marked by scars, his arm regained a surprising amount of functionality. He could surf again, albeit with modifications and accommodations. His return to the ocean was a triumphant moment, a testament to his indomitable spirit. He continued to surf, his love for the waves stronger than ever. His family, forever changed by that fateful day, treasured every moment together, knowing the fragility of life. The story of Mark's shark attack spread through the surfing community and beyond. It became a cautionary tale, a reminder of the unpredictable power of nature. Ultimately, Mark's journey was not just about surviving a shark attack, but also about embracing life's challenges, facing them head-on, and emerging more substantially on the other side. In the remote coastal town of Blue Water Cove, located on the southern tip of Australia, an aura of untamed beauty embraced the jagged cliffs and expansive azure ocean. The city sat at the meeting point of both rugged wilderness and the deep, mysterious sea. Its pristine beaches and crystalline waters made it a haven for divers seeking to explore the wonders beneath the surface. Amidst the vibrant diving community, two divers stood out for their unparalleled skill and shared passion for the ocean's depths. First, there was Alex Matthews, a seasoned marine biologist whose curiosity for the sea was fueled by an insatiable desire to uncover its secrets. Alex had a deep respect for marine life and an adventurous spirit that led them to explore various corners of the globe. Then Emma Harris was an adventurous underwater photographer with a keen eye for capturing the ocean's beauty. Emma's fascination with the underwater world began in her childhood, inspired by stories of her grandfather, a legendary marine explorer. The legacy he left behind fueled her determination to showcase the ocean's splendor through her lens. With its rich marine biodiversity, Australia was the perfect playground for Alex and Emma's diving endeavors. Blue Water Cove was their favorite spot, where the convergence of warm and cold currents created a mesmerizing underwater ecosystem. The coral reefs, teeming with colorful marine life, provided a breathtaking spectacle that never failed to amaze them. One sunny morning in July 2005, with a gentle breeze kissing the ocean's surface, Alex and Emma geared up for a dive that would etch itself into the annals of their diving adventures. The town was excited as news spread about a rare gathering of marine creatures near a distant reef known as the Turquoise Abyss. This unique phenomenon drew divers far and wide, eager to witness nature's grandeur. As they made their way to the dive site, anticipation danced in their hearts. The turquoise waters stretched infinitely before them, hinting at the enchantment beneath them. The day held the promise of both adventure and discovery. With unruly curls and a perpetual sparkle of excitement in their eyes, Alex prepared to delve into the depths, equipped with various research tools. Radiant with a love for the ocean, Emma adjusted her camera settings, ready to capture the ocean's wonders in every frame. The boat anchored at the dive site, and with a synchronized splash, they entered the water. The ocean welcomed them into its embrace, a familiar and comforting sensation of weightlessness. The reef's vibrant colors dazzled beneath the surface, and a rich tapestry of marine life unfolded before their eyes. As Alex and Emma descended into the turquoise abyss, they felt a sense of unity with the ocean, and oneness that bound them to its mysteries. Little did they know that on this day the sea would present a trial to test their courage and bond with each other. As Alex and Emma descended deeper into the turquoise abyss, the underwater world revealed itself in all its breathtaking splendor. Colorful coral formations danced with the rhythm of the ocean currents, while schools of fish moved in unison like a living, shimmering tapestry. Their dive progressed smoothly, each immersed in their passion. Alex documenting marine life behavior, and Emma capturing the ocean's beauty through her lens. Time seemed to lose its meaning as they moved gracefully through the water. Suddenly, a low hum filled the water, sending ripples of unease through the usually calm ocean. The fish scattered, vanishing into crevices and shadows. Alex and Emma exchanged a puzzled look, sensing a shift in the underwater ambience. Then, emerging from the depths, a shadowy figure materialized. A great white shark is a force of nature, sculpted by evolution for survival. Its cold, unyielding eyes fixated on them, a primal hunger burning within. Fear surged through their veins, but so did adrenaline-fueled determination. Instinctively, they moved closer together, their training and camaraderie serving as their shield against the looming danger. Emma, the camera still in hand, captured the predator's image with steady hands, fighting to control her breathing. The adrenaline surged, heightening her senses and sharpening her focus. Alex, the scientist in them, always maintained composure and a watchful eye on the shark, analyzing its behavior and seeking an opportunity to deter its advance. The encounter intensified as the shark circled, its powerful form gliding through the water with menacing grace. Emma snapped more shots, each click echoing through the tense undersea silence. With a sudden burst of speed, the shark closed in. In a split second, it lunged, aiming for Emma. Her heart raced as she maneuvered quickly, but the shark's sharp teeth found their mark, biting into her lower leg. Pain surged through her, but she fought against the panic, knowing that survival depended on their collective resilience. Alex acted swiftly, using the metal rod to strike the shark, forcing it to release its grip on Emma. The shark retreated momentarily, allowing them a critical moment to react. Blood mingled with the water, painting the scene with a terrifying urgency. Despite the pain, Emma remained resolute, her determination fueled by the adrenaline surging through her veins. Alex and Emma pushed their limits, and their movements synchronized as if choreographed by fate. The shark, formidable and relentless, showcased the primal essence of the ocean. The encounter seemed eternal, a timeless battle between humans and the untamed depths. But eventually, the shark's instincts led it elsewhere, with a new scent in the water diverting its attention. With bated breath and hearts pounding, Alex and Emma slowly ascended, leaving the shark in its wild domain. Emerging from the depths, their adrenaline still surging, Alex and Emma faced a changed reality. The encounter with the great white shark left an indelible physical and emotional mark. The danger had been confirmed, and the threat was negligible. The boat bobbed gently on the surface as they hoisted themselves aboard. Emma's lower body was injured, and her spirit was slightly shaken but far from broken. The pain was persistent and unforgiving, but so was her resilience. Alex, too, grappled with the aftermath of the encounter, with fear and adrenaline still coursing through their veins. The boat sped towards the shore. Medical help awaited them on land, a beacon of hope in adversity. In the hospital, as Emma underwent surgery and Alex received treatment for their injuries, they found solace in each other's presence. Days turned into weeks, and both underwent intensive rehabilitation. Emma's resilience amazed the medical staff. Her determination to overcome the physical and emotional trauma was awe-inspiring. Alex, too, pushed through the pain, their marine biologist instincts urging them to delve into the depths of their strength. Their families stood by them, offering unwavering support. Days of struggle turned into days of triumph as they made progress, step by painful step. The incident had irrevocably changed them, but also unveiled their true strength. As they left the hospital, scarred but stronger, they held hands, ready to face a new chapter. The ocean would always be a part of them, an unbreakable bond, and they were determined to share its complexities and wonders with the world. Their story spread far and wide, becoming an inspiration for many. Alex and Emma became advocates for marine conservation, their journey a beacon of hope for the ocean and the human spirit. In 1998, in the coastal town of Oceanville, situated on the eastern shore of the United States, a spirited young woman from Portugal named Sarah Mendes was on holiday. At 24, Sarah had already made her mark as a talented engineer in Lisbon. Seeking respite from her demanding job, she was drawn to the allure of the American coast and the beckoning waves of the Atlantic. Oceanville, with its golden sandy beaches and the vast expanse of the Atlantic, was a far cry from the bustling streets of Lisbon. The waves crashing against the shore whispered promises of adventure and escape to Sarah, igniting a spark within her. Sarah's enthusiasm for the ocean was infectious. Tall and lean, with sun-kissed hair and a spirit hungry for exploration. Accompanying her were her closest friends, Martin, the avid surfer with a perpetual sun-kissed tan and a heart as vast as the ocean. Inez, the fearless free spirit whose laughter could brighten even the gloomiest days. And Miguel, the tech-savvy traveler always armed with his camera, capturing moments that danced in the depths. They were more than friends. They were kindred spirits united by their love for the sea and desire to experience the world. The incident that would forever mark their lives occurred during the summer of 1998. It was a typical July day, the sun blazing in a cloudless sky, and the beach alive with laughter and the promise of adventure. Families and friends flocked to the shoreline seeking refuge from the summer heat in the calm, inviting waters of the Atlantic. Excited for another underwater expedition, Sarah and her crew gathered at the dock. The boat bobbed gently, an eager steed ready to carry them to their aquatic playground. Hearts filled with the anticipation of discovery, they boarded, ready to dive into the depths and explore the secrets hidden below. Unbeknownst to them, fate had woven a different narrative for that day. The seemingly calm and serene sea held within its depths an ancient force, the ocean's apex predator, a creature of awe and fear, the great white shark. In those blissful moments before tragedy unfurled, the stage was set, and the characters, unaware of the peril that awaited them, embarked on their ill-fated voyage into the ocean's domain. The boat anchored, and the friends, their excitement barely contained, geared up for the dive. Sarah adjusted her mask, feeling a surge of adrenaline as she glanced at the vast expanse of the Atlantic before her. Martin gave a thumbs up, signaling they were ready to plunge into the azure depths. As they descended, the underwater world unfolded in all its vibrant glory. The play of light through the water, the darting fish, and the gentle sway of the kelp fascinated them. They marveled at the intricate dance of marine life, their minds momentarily freed from the stresses of daily life. But fate had a different plan. Suddenly a shadow loomed, darkening the ocean floor. A hulking figure emerged from the depths, the great white shark, a formidable predator. Panic coursed through the group as the enormity of the situation dawned upon them. In a heart-stopping moment, the shark lunged, its jagged teeth finding purchase in Sarah's leg. The water turned crimson as her friends shouted in terror, grappling with the reality of the attack. Inez, ever brave, tried to fend off the predator, landing desperate blows to rescue her friend. Miguel swiftly used his camera to create distractions, hoping the shark would be deterred by the flashes. Meanwhile, Martin fought to keep Sarah afloat, staunching the bleeding as best as he could. Sarah, though in agonizing pain, displayed remarkable courage, her determination to survive unwavering. Minutes felt like hours as they grappled with the perilous situation. The shark circled, relentless in its pursuit. In a daring move, Miguel hit the shark on its snout with the camera, startling it momentarily. Seizing this opportunity, they made a break for the surface, their kicks powerful and synchronized. Gasping for air, they breached the surface, their faces a mask of horror and relief. The battle with the ocean's apex predator had left them scarred, physically and emotionally. Sarah, her pain evident but her spirit unbroken, was rushed back to the shore where the gravity of her injuries became brutally clear. The attack had taken its toll on Sarah. Her injuries were grave, and despite the valiant efforts to save her, she succumbed to the trauma. The incident would forever haunt her friends. Their lives changed in an instant by the cruel hand of fate. As the boat raced back to the shore, its engine roaring like a beacon of hope, Martin, Inez, and Miguel struggled to stabilize Sarah, whose life hung in the balance. Blood stained the deck, stark evidence of the brutality of the attack. The wail of sirens pierced the air as the ambulance sped through the streets of Oceanville, racing towards Mercy General Hospital, where Sarah's fate would be decided. The hospital, a place of healing and hope, transformed into a battlefield where skilled medical professionals waged a relentless war to save Sarah's life. The urgency in the air was palpable as they rushed her into the operating room. The gravity of her injuries became painfully clear as they assessed the extent of the damage. Her leg bore deep, jagged wounds, and her arm was a mangled, barely recognizable limb. In the dimly lit operating room, the medical team worked with unwavering focus, their hands moving deftly as they fought to stem the bleeding and stabilize her condition. The surgery was a grueling affair, lasting hours, as they made the heart-wrenching decision to amputate her arm, a painful sacrifice to ensure her survival. Sarah's friends, Martin, Inez, and Miguel, stood vigil outside the operating room, their faces etched with worry and fear. The minutes dragged on, each one feeling like an eternity, until finally, a weary but resolute surgeon emerged to deliver the news. Sarah had made it through the surgery, but the road ahead would be long and fraught with challenges. The news of Sarah losing her arm was a devastating blow to her friends and family. Martin, Inez, and Miguel struggled to come to terms with the cruel reality of the situation, grappling with feelings of guilt and helplessness. Sarah's family, who had flown across the ocean from Portugal, stood by her side, their hearts heavy with dread. The sight of their daughter and sister, now forever changed, brought tears to their eyes. Yet amidst the grief they clung to hope, praying for Sarah's strength to carry her through the arduous journey of recovery. In the days that followed, Sarah embarked on a grueling path of rehabilitation. The physical pain was excruciating, but her determination was unwavering. Her hospital room became a hub of activity, filled with therapists and specialists working tirelessly to help her regain her strength and independence. But it wasn't just physical wounds that Sarah had to contend with. The emotional scars ran deep. Her friends, who had witnessed the horror of that fateful dive, grappled with survivor's guilt, questioning what they could have done differently. After months, Sarah Mendez emerged from the shadows, a symbol of unwavering determination and the power of the human spirit. The loss of her arm was a painful chapter, but it was not the end of her story. She chose to redefine her life, inspiring countless others with her courage, and proving that even in the face of the most harrowing trials, the human spirit could rise, undefeated.